Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I'm Dr. Chris Dost, and in this video, we are going to be looking at the question of what John means when he calls Jesus the Word of God. So in John 1:1 it says, En arche en hologos, kai hologos en prostontheon, kai theos en hologos, and the Word was God. What does he actually mean when he refers to Jesus as the Word? Now, the first thing we have to understand is that the Gospel of John is written in Greek. That is the language in which it was composed. And we're looking here at the beginning of the Gospel of John in Greek. John 1:1 reads, as I said before, En arche ein hologos kai. So that means in the beginning was the Word, en arche ein hologos kai, and hologos ein proston theon. There's an abbreviation for the word for God. So, and the Word was with God, kai theos ein hologos. Okay, so there is where John 1:1 ends. So the Gospel of John was composed in Greek. However, just because John is writing in Greek does not mean he's thinking in Greek. That is to say, it doesn't mean that he's using the Greek word logos as it is traditionally used in Greek culture. So if he's not thinking in Greek, in what language is he thinking? Well, I think he's thinking in Aramaic, and over the course of the next few videos, we're going to explain what we mean by this. Well, let's start by going to the Comprehensive Aramaic Lexicon Project's website, cal.huc.edu, cal.huc.edu. And if you go to the bottom left corner of the screen to frequently asked questions, you'll see here on the left, it says, what is Aramaic? And they write there, Aramaic is one of the Semitic languages, an important group of languages known almost from the beginning of human history, and including also Arabic, Hebrew, Ethiopic, and Akkadian, which includes ancient Babylonian and Assyrian. It is particularly closely related to Hebrew and was written in a variety of alphabetic scripts. What is usually called Hebrew script is actually an Aramaic script. And now on this page, they go through the various stages of Aramaic. So we have earliest Aramaic right there, Aramaic as an imperial language, biblical Aramaic, Jewish Aramaic literature, and so on, Christian Aramaic literature, other Aramaic. And so you can go on and get a basic background of the Aramaic language by reading this website. So again, you go to cal.huc.edu and go to frequently asked questions. Cultural baggage or cultural nuances, we might say, from the Aramaic and Semitic thought world, from the Jewish thought world. And so for that reason, when we come to John 1:1, even though the text is written in Greek, it does not mean that the author is thinking in terms of Greco-Roman pagan culture, let's say. The writer is thinking like a Jew. And the choice to use the word logos is made simply because logos is the closest Greek approximation for the Aramaic word that the writer of the Gospel of John has in mind. The Greek word logos is the closest Greek approximation for the Aramaic word that the writer of the Gospel of John has in mind. And what is that word? Well, we're going to talk about that in our next video, so stay tuned.